Nancy, nancybattye.com. How are you doing today? We're here with another moment of inspiration from, once again, Louise Hay's You Can Heal Your Life. It's a marvelous book. And, you know, she speaks so much to all of the things, the patterns that we have, the behaviors that we have, the thoughts that we have about ourselves, and how much they influence our life. You know, I was thinking today that, you know, we're coming into the middle of November already, 2010. It's not going to be that long until we get to the end of the year. And with that comes, you know, a lot of celebration, holidays, anticipation of another new year. You know, if you were to get really honest with yourself and kind of sit down and evaluate your life, reflect on your life, and where you're at right now, what would you come up with? What would you see? What patterns would you see? What changes would you see in your life? What changes would you see in yourself? Has 2010 been pretty much the same as 2009, 2008? Are you living as fully as you could? Are you kind of just getting through the year and thinking, well, you know, it's going to get better soon. Things are going to change. You know, the difficulties or the frustration or the stresses that I'm experiencing in my life, whether, you know, towards myself, in terms of my physical health not being as good as it could be, my relationship with my spouse not being as good as it could be, with my children, with my job, or my career, or my business. You know, if you were to be really, really honest with yourself and looked around at your life, how happy are you? You could be extremely happy, but have you taken time to notice it? Have you taken time to really pay attention, live into, breathe into, show up for, and be who you're authentically meant to be? Are you really living life to its fullest? Or are there parts of your past, parts of your thinking habits, your conditioning, are there limitations you're putting on yourself based on old belief systems? Are there limitations that you're putting on yourself in terms of, you know, really experiencing the fullest degree of happiness that you could? You know, where's your level of inner peace? How well do you react or not react to, you know, challenges, stressors, circumstances, situations, you know, things that are occurring around you on a day-to-day basis? You know, Louise does a marvelous job of reminding us that we can change. We can change. And we can change by having and taking the responsibility to master our thoughts. She has a lot of wonderful exercises in this book, and she gets you to go through and kind of really, you know, take full responsibility for where you're at now and how you've gotten to this point. She helps walk you through all of that. And, you know, there's exercises for letting go, forgiveness exercises, you know, just a whole variety. I'm not going to get into the whole book. I just really wanted to just remind all of us that, you know, that we do have the power to really live into our fullest moments based on what we're willing to believe and think about ourselves. So today's affirmation is just to kind of keep us on track and remind us, you know, that change is possible. In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. Change is the natural law of my life. I welcome change. I am willing to change. I choose to change my thinking. I choose to change the words that I use. I move from the old to the new with ease and with joy. It is easier for me to forgive than I thought. Forgiving makes me feel free and light. It is with joy that I learn to love myself more and more. The more resentment that I release, the more love I have to express. Changing my thoughts makes me feel good. I am learning to choose to make today a pleasure to experience. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. How willing are you to make the changes in your own belief system to fully support an expansive, heartfelt, more authentic version of who you are meant to be in this life? I'm Nancy Battye, nancybattye.com, offering enlightenment through compassion and kindness. Come and check us out. Come and check us out and check out some of the amazing resources we have to help support you on your journey to higher levels of self-love.